Welcome to the First Five, where we flip the script, find God in real life, and get your soul fed in just 5 minutes flat. No fluff, no filters, just straight truth that hits different. And trust me, heaven's got something to say today. This is word that walks with you to work, rides with you in traffic, and sits right in the middle of your living room chaos. So whether you're sipping coffee, scrolling before the kids wake up, or just trying to get your mind right for the day, lock in. 5 minutes, one word, all fire. Let's flow. Good morning, family. It's Soulful Sunday. And here's your reminder. Even when life reroutes you, God knows exactly where to find you. So let's get into it. This is your First Five. 5 minutes, one word, let's flow. So listen, have you ever watched Home? So it's a cartoon with a purple alien named O. My girls and I love that movie. They even had nerve enough to turn it into a show. So O gets kicked off his planet, crashes on Earth, and spends most of the movie lost, trying to figure out where he belongs. Sound familiar, anyone? By the end, he realizes home isn't a place, it's a presence. That's the same revelation Jacob had. He wasn't in his comfort zone. He was on the run with nothing but a rock for a pillow. But even in that wilderness, God showed up and said, I'm still with you. Teens, ever felt like you didn't fit anywhere? School, church, or even your own family? Millennials, you've moved, switched jobs, shifted identities, but you still wonder, where is home? Okay, that one's all in my business, but that's fine. Elders, you know what it means to lose people or places and still find God's hand steady in every season. So I titled today's message, Home. Genesis 28:12-13 says, he had a dream in which he saw a stairway resting on the earth with its top reaching to heaven. There above it stood the Lord, and he said, I am the Lord. I am with you. I will watch over you wherever you go. Jacob wasn't searching for God. He was fleeing from his mistakes. Yet God showed up in the middle of his exile to remind him, presence makes a place holy. Ooh. We live in a world that defines home by success, aesthetics, and zip codes. But real home is found where God's promise meets your purpose. So let's talk truth. God shows up in the in-between. Jacob wasn't in Bethel yet. It became Bethel because of God's presence. Genesis 28:16 says, surely the Lord is in this place, and I did not know it. The text reminds us that God reveals himself not just at destinations, but in detours, the in-between places. Lonely nights, uncertain seasons are often where revelation happens. Whew. Stop waiting for perfect conditions to see God. He's already there in the tension, the layover, the wilderness. It's like the movie O, Home. O thought Earth was his punishment, but it became his awakening. Sometimes exile becomes encounter. Psalm 139:7-10 says, where can I go from your spirit? Where can I flee from your presence? God meets us in motion, not just in monuments. And my second point, presence turns places into promise. When Jacob woke up, he said, surely the Lord is in this place, and I didn't know it. Genesis 28:16. He realized what culture keeps missing. Miracles rarely show up in comfort. In our world of hustle and highlight reels, we chase arrival, but God meets us in the unseen, unfiltered moments. Culture says, you'll be at peace once you arrive. Christ says, you'll find peace once you abide. Think about GPS rerouting. You miss a turn, it doesn't just cancel your destination, it recalculates your route. A little slowly sometimes, but that's fine. You start panicking. God's presence is the reroute that still gets you to promise. Even when it doesn't look like progress, his presence keeps you on path. Now that was your shout. Amen. Exodus 33:14 says, my presence will go with you and I will give you rest. Peace isn't found in the place. It's carried in his presence. And lastly, build altars, not addresses. Jacob didn't build a house. He built an altar. He didn't mark territory. He marked transformation. Home wasn't about staying. It was about remembering. Teens, start marking your Bethel moments, times you felt God near, even when life felt unclear. Whew, millennials, don't let hustle culture convince you you're homeless. Just because you're evolving, God's movement is your home. Elders, Your testimonies are altars for the next generation. We need your memory to locate God. What if the place that feels temporary is actually your classroom for transformation? Joshua 4:6-7 says, when Israel crossed the Jordan, they set up stones of remembrance so future generations would know what God had done. Build altars of remembrance, not idols of arrival. And where in your life right now might God be saying, this is home because I am here? And our prayer for today, Lord, thank you for meeting us in the in-between. Teach us that home isn't found, it's formed in your presence. Wherever we go, let us see you, build altars, and carry peace. Amen. Today, write down one place where God met you unexpectedly and call it Bethel. Well, there you have it. That was your first 5. Now go live it. 5 minutes, 1 word, all fire. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, home isn't a place, it's a presence. I'll see you back here in the morning.